Dak, how good does this one feel?
Feels great. Yeah, it's a great team win. The best complementary football that we've played all year long. Offense, defense making plays, getting us on the plus side of the field, us being able to capitalize on them, being able to do that early, score touchdowns early. Something that we've been trying to get to all year long, and we were able to do that tonight.
Did you have a good feeling during the week that you might have a performance like this? Or
Yeah,
you just not
100%.
know?
Yeah, 100% did. No doubt in my mind about how we're going to come out and perform tonight. But it's all about the way we prepared all week long, the mindset, the mentality, the approach, the way everybody just came to work, and we didn't panic. We didn't have to say everything hit the fan, let's start over. We doubled down on who we are and just got better. And we're able to take what we practice and bring it to the game.
Could you talk about this team that needs its back against the wall to put on a performance like this?
One more time.
What about this team that needs its back against the wall to put out their best performance?
Yeah, we're gonna get away from that. We're gonna handle success the right way, so we don't have to get to these points where our backs are against the wall, where we're 3-3, we go on some losing streak before we have a performance like this. And that's what this week was about. We'll continue to grow off it during the bye week and move forward here in 2 weeks when we play our next game.
How would you describe the energy that you felt amongst you and your teammates right before kickoff?
It was no different than the energy I felt all week long. It's kind of that back against the wall mentality. As Clarence said, it's you don't necessarily want to be in that position, but I've told y'all all year long and continue to say we've got the right men in that locker room that when we're in this position that double down on themselves, believe in the man next to them, and go out there and just perform like you need to perform when they need to. So. As I said, we're going to grow from it. We're going to figure out how to do that when we win a couple of games here in a row, as we're about to go do. And when success hits, we're going to handle that the right way and not put ourselves in adverse situations.
Did you do anything differently in the last night in the hotel or before the game than you've done in the past 3 weeks?
Nah, I wouldn't say so.
Could you talk about Tavon's touchdown and what went into that play and what happened when you guys drew that up?
Yeah, a great design by the coaches. Obviously, knowing they like to rock and roll their safeties. And sending Tavon in the backfield right there, and they brought the blitz off the edge, able just a quick pull, pitch it. Tavon had him outflanked, made the guy miss, and went and got a touchdown. It was a great way to start the game.
Dak, you mentioned the short fields and taking advantage of those early in the game. I think 15 plays into the game, you had a 14-0 lead. Does that then allow you to play the game the way you want to play it?
Yeah, I mean, we're dictating everything at that point. And when we have the offensive line in the run game like we do, that allows us to get to that and get to all of our different plays that we want to in the run game and open up everything from there. So it's all about starting fast. That's been our struggles all year long. We're able to do it tonight and come up with a performance like this. So, I mean, credit the defense, getting us those short fields. As I said, it was just great complimentary football, the best we've played all year.
Can you talk about Amari Cooper's play coming off the injury and what he was able to do tonight?
Yeah, a guy just shows up each and every week when he's healthy and makes plays. Nothing short of what he does at practice. Prepares the right way. I've talked about how he's always watching film, how he's always studying his DBs. We're in the huddle. He's talking about how he's going to run this route. So to make sure the guy that's clearing out the guy in front of him does that, communicating that, just a very intelligent and smart player. When it comes Sundays, he puts all of his study out there and just goes and executes and makes a great play after play.
So 4th and 1 near midfield in the second quarter, did your eyes light up when you knew the ball was going to be in your hands?
Definitely. I love that play call, and we executed it the right way. It was a great call.
Was it more aggressive, the play calling, because you guys got that early lead? Is that what allowed them to open up the playbook, as you mentioned?
I don't know. I mean, we've got a coach that's aggressive. We got a coach that believes in our offense and believes in the guys that he has. I mean, we're in the situation last weekend, and we did the same thing. So that's just kind of who we are. That's who this team is, believes in himself, knows we have the players that can go make those plays and have an immense amount of confidence in that. So whether you're up or whether you're down, I think that's who we are in those situations.
What do you think it is about Jason to make those kind of calls? Because as you said, it's not one of the first times he's done it.
Yeah, I mean, it's trusting the players. It's something that he always says, but his belief and trust in the guys to execute the play call. I mean, he has so much trust in the offense and so much trust in the team. I mean, you have just as much trust in the defense side, that situation, because if you don't get it, you know they're gonna make the plays to get the ball back to you. So he trusts his players, and that says a lot as a player. It means a lot as a player.
On your touchdown run, what did you see, and then what does it mean to you now you have more rushing touchdowns than any quarterback in Cowboys history?
Yeah, I mean, a similar play to the fourth down right there. Getting out of the pocket after faking the run. Zeke did a great job of stretching Malcolm Jenkins there and saw a lane. I just tucked the ball and went for it. I was able to get in the end zone, but records are all cool. I mean, to have a record, I mean, it's an honor, especially in this franchise with the great amount of success the quarterbacks ahead of me have had. So obviously thankful for that, but a lot more to be done. I'm not going to sit there and hang my hat on that.
About the edge you and Zeke played with tonight, certainly, you're very physical. You were physical, what you're running, and I know the words you had with Malcolm Jenkins on that last round. Can you talk about what was that interaction about?
Yeah, it's Malcolm, somebody I know, just a little friendly interaction. He got a little handsy, and I told him he did, and we're okay. We're good.
But you try to impose your will and your size on those defensive backs yourself.
I'll always do that. Yeah.
Dak, what went through your mind each time the defense got another takeaway, and why were you all so effective converting each time?
I mean, we've got to go turn these into points. I mean, the defense is playing their butt off, making turnovers, giving us a chance on short fields. Now it's our time to compliment them and tell them thank you by putting 6 points on the board. And just being able to do that, as I said, it's just great complimentary football from this team. It's the way that we executed and the way that we approached the week. No surprise tonight from the people in the locker room.
What are your thoughts on Zeke's night and what he was able to do from quarter one to quarter four?
Yeah, I mean, we got that lead, and it started with the offensive line, just how physical they were, how dominant they were, making sure their presence was felt all night long. And then Zeke comes in and does exactly what he does, is aggressive, comes downhill, makes those guys in the secondary, fills them, and when it comes to fourth quarter, I don't think they want to tackle him. And had a great complimentary back, obviously, and TP and what he does. Some of those runs he had, his run early, I don't know if I was more excited about any part in the game except as I was on that play. So, I mean, but it starts with that offensive line. Great group right there, and those guys get to go be the backs that they are.
As a team, it seems like you guys did a really good job not getting too down on yourselves over these past 3 weeks. There's a skill to that. There's a skill to ignoring us, ignoring whatever else might be said. What's the importance in your eyes as a quarterback to just a locker room that embraces that mentality?
Yeah, the only people that matter is the people in that locker room. We're the ones that can do the job. We're the ones that can get it done. We're the ones that can fix the problem. Anyone and everyone else's opinion absolutely mean nothing and can't help us, can't hurt us anymore. So it's about that. It's about knowing that. It's about controlling what you can control. And I think as I continue to say, we have the right men in the locker room that think that way, that carry themselves the right way. And, we'll never let the outside kind of come within our locker room, and that's why this team is special.
You talked about the energy early and physical play and one of your favorite plays of the game, but how often do you get 8 yards on a quarterback sneak?
Yeah, that was great. That was great. I was just moving my legs, and they weren't stopping. And next thing I'm like, wait a minute, I can score. And turned out of there, and unfortunately got tripped up a little bit. But, hey, when a QB sneak goes for 8 yards, it's great. I mean, it's credit to the offensive line moving those guys. And, as I said, my head's down, just moving my legs, and almost popped.
That late pick, was that a heat check?
That was a heat check. That was a heat check. Definitely a little greedy there. Rich made sure he told me about it. Just tried to put it over that guy. Obviously saw the guy go back, but just tried to make the throw, put it in the back of the end zone. Great play by him. I don't want to take that away from him, but, yeah, just got greedy. Heat check, whatever you want to call it. At that situation, just continue to go through my progression and get it to one of those tight ends.
How real is it? Do you worry at all about getting hit? You take some pretty big hits. You're a big guy, but do you worry about it at all?
No, I really don't. I mean, I take care of my body and I train for that reason. So when it's time for the game, and I'm just go out there and be the competitor that I am. Don't worry about those things, and can't think about that.
You now expect Maher to make every kick from 60 yards or longer?
That's impressive. That's definitely impressive. The guy has a leg on him, and that was probably the second excited I was tonight. As he did that, I ran out there like it was a game-winning field goal. But, just credit to him, credit to that field goal team. That's impressive. I hope he continues to do that.
How about the execution on that drive, knowing there's no timeouts and what you guys are able to do to get in the position to even
Yeah, I mean, started with the defense. As I said, it's complimentary football. Started with the defense with the little time on the clock to stop them and get us that ball back. And for us to hit on a couple of plays, Whit made some great plays. I mean, I think they all went to him on that drive. Being able to get the yards, getting out of bounds to put Brett in that situation, and he delivered.
How real is momentum? Is it just within a game, or does it carry from game to game throughout the season?
Momentum's definitely real in a game. But throughout the season, I think it depends on the men that you have, the character that you have, the way that you approach things. As I said, you have to handle success the right way for momentum to work with you. So we're definitely going to figure that out and make sure that we continue to use the momentum from this game and grow with it and just take the next step.
Dak
You're coming
Jordan.
off you came into this game on a 3-game losing streak. You're playing for first place in your division. You win the game by 20 points. Play the best complimentary football of the season. What do you think you proved to yourselves?
That's what tonight was about, really. It was not proving anything to the outside world, but proving to ourselves, proving to the man next to us that, hey, you can count on me. You've got a brother in me. You've got somebody you can depend on through success, through adversity, that I'll be here. And that's so proud of this team for doing exactly that. I think that's what we proved, is that we know we've got a lot of guys in our locker room that we can lock arms with and be able to handle anything that comes our way. So as I'll continue to say, proud to be a quarterback of this team.
Is this the offense you guys wanted to be at the start of the season, and not just with the balance with the running and the passing, but you got Tony involved and Tavon involved
Right.
and early with Zeke and on the field with Zeke and doing a lot of different things that we saw in the preseason, talked about in the preseason. But you find
Yeah, of course. I mean, of course, we've got a lot of weapons on this offense, and when you can get them involved in different ways, that's the performance that you get. So as I said, we'll get better from this one. It was a lot of great stuff on tape, but it's still a lot of things that we can get better from. And, yeah, we'll do exactly that. So thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.